to RavenTek Park. RavenTek delivers observability and cybersecurity solutions at the right place and right time. Learn more at RavenTek.com. Thank you to our premier Field 1 sponsor, Crop Metcalf, home of the 5-star technician providing heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, pest control, and home performance. Schedule now and enjoy a $99 cooling and heating system check. Visit www.cropmetcalf.com. Revolution Sports Academy, in partnership with DC United, combines soccer and academics for middle and high school aged athletes with academic support delivered by a leading provider of educational services to the MLS, SAI Academy. Now enrolling, visit gorsa.com. Out on USL Championship action right down the road at Segra Field. First place Loudoun United Football Club hosts Lexington SC on Saturday, May 10th at 6 o'clock p.m. Get your tickets today at loudoununitedfc.com. Train, compete, and have fun this summer at Virginia Revolution Soccer Club. Soccer camps at RavenTek Park are open to players 5 and up with sessions to build skills, confidence, and game readiness. Choose from ball mastery, Footskills, Goalie Striker, preseason training, and the elite German Football Federation camp. No club affiliation is needed. Register now at govrsc.com. Make memories this summer at Virginia Revolution's multi-sports camp at RavenTek Park in Leesburg. Kids ages 5 to 13 stay active and have a blast with games like soccer, basketball, kickball, and more, all in a fun, high-energy setting. Half-day, full-day, and extended options are available. Spots fill fast. Register now at govrsc.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Virginia Revolution Sportsplex and RavenTek Park for tonight's DMV South match between the visiting Virginia Dream and your Virginia Revolution! And now we ask that you please rise if able and face the flag for the singing of our national anthem. Performing tonight's anthem is Miss Annalise Santos.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Miss Annalise Santos. And now it's time for the starting lineups for tonight's match. First for Virginia Dream, midfielder number 29, Akimbolahan Akintoye. Forward number 16, Nicholas Bell. Forward number 17, Musa Conde. Defense number 14, Harry Hawkins. Goalkeeper number 27, Tristan Kickbush. Midfielder number 10, Jean-Christophe Kofi. Defense number 12, Ahmed Mohammed. On defense, number 3, Noah Murdoch.
2 more feet, just
On defense, number
calling
5,
it. I just didn't
Dash
be able to see in
Davis.
that corner.
Forward number 8, Nancy Shalita.
Love the Liverpool.
Forward number 98, Diara Zumana.
Man with class.
And now the starting 11 for your Virginia Revolution!
We're not on yet, right? No.
On
Guys,
defense, number 2,
well, no. Actually, yeah. You can
Kay.
put. We just don't want to run in the copyright stuff. but this-
Midfielder, number 26, Nelsar Castillo. Number 7, forward, Alexander Dexter. Forward, number 3, Ian McIntosh. In goal, number 99, Tanner Newport. Midfielder, number 10, Costa Rica. Midfielder, number 6, Owen Rich. On defense, number 27, BK Sepseni. Forward, number 9, Jack Stone. Defender, your captain, number 19, Aaron Uribe. Forward, number 11, Justin Wilson. It's game time.
All right, folks, you heard Kurt. It is game time. Welcome to RavenTek Park. Oh, folks, are we excited to be with you tonight. This is the matchup we've been waiting for. Number 1 against number 2, and probably the most enthusiastic watchers of this game are the Arlington squad. They're pulling for a tie. They're rooting for the team in yellow tonight. They sit in the standings tied with the Revolution in second place, 1 point behind the Dream in first, but have a very winnable game this weekend. So with a tie, they would most likely vault from third to first. With a loss, the Dream would vault from first to third. First place gets the only bye going into the playoff round. Folks, here we are ready for kickoff. We're about 9 minutes behind, and there's our whistle. You have the Dream in their trademark pink working right to left. Revolution in white working left to right. Folks, this is a game that we've been looking for. Both coaches gave us a good bit of time before, talked to us. We really appreciated the time that they gave us. One of the comments, we'll be sharing them with you throughout the night, but Coach Taylor said that this Revolution squad is probably the single most underrated team in the DMV area in any of the men's leagues. They're a team that folks have slept on. They're up and coming. They're just getting better and better. Truly have the best place in the league to play. Ball comes in. Dream looking to get on it early. We have our first foul of the night. We can't make many guarantees for you folks, but we do guarantee you that won't be the last foul of the night. These two teams are going to go at it. Both very strong physical teams. We expect some emotions to be high. We have a great crowd brewing here at RavenTek Stadium. We hope there's a bunch of you watching, listening at home. It's the game that we've all been waiting for. Both squads have very winnable games for their last game of the season next week, as does Arlington. So this game is most likely going to determine who wins the division, gets that bye. Whoever finishes third will have to face a very good Los Toros team coming from the DMV South B. Ball played up over the top. We'll come back to the division in a second. Flicked out of play for a Revolution throw-in. Whoever finishes fourth at this point, the Alexandria Reds will have to play a very strong Lynchburg team. So first or second really is what these teams are looking for. And again, that first round bye to not take the wear and tear and the beating on the body in the first game that whoever finishes even second this division will have to endure will be a huge advantage. Revolution trying to get down into the attack. Alexander Dexter out here wearing number 7, trying to get in. Seth Kane taking the throw in. So big part of our storyline tonight, folks, is who is here, who isn't here. Both Jack Stone and Aaron Uribe were playing in the big TFT tournament, $1 million to the winning team down in North Carolina this week. They did make it back. Wasn't sure if they were going to, it depending on how their teams did. Luis Aguilar, the seemingly nearly unstoppable forward for the Dream, pulled a hamstring in an NPSL match earlier this week against Grove United. So he is out. So the Dream are having to go with a little bit different type of attack. They'll be playing more of a stand-up point forward as the Revolution do with Big Jack Stone versus Luis, who just gets behind defenses again and again. Aguilar just so fast, so crafty. So that's going to be interesting to watch. But what signifies both of these teams is they are just so deep. The Dream are playing in the VSSL, the NPSL, and the UPSL, and they're leading all 3 divisions right now. And it's the same core group, but there are multiple players that only play on 1 or 2. Guys step up. So guys are getting lots of minutes across the board. So you're going to see some subs tonight, and you're going to wonder how in the world those guys aren't starting. but it's because of the depth from both squads, which is what you need for long seasons here in these men's leagues. Okay, Revolution getting a little bit more of the possession to start, a little bit more in the front foot, but in no hurry, playing it back around. Kane will hit it back. Uribe, who's the captain and just such a strong force in the back, scored twice last week on headers, on back-to-back plays, kind of looked like a rinse and repeat. So cleanly, just an excellent player. Costa Rica getting on it. Ball played back to Newport. Goes long up over the top. Oh, Stone gets ahead on it. Gets that flicked ahead to Alexander Dexter. Serves it in, bending ball. Stone gets his head. It deflects out. Wilson gets on it. Oh, put it back in the mix. Past the keeper, but just not strong enough and cleared out by the Dream. Revolution getting the first little attack of the night. Folks, we hope you were able to join us for the first game. Fantastic women's game against UKFC in Arlington Soccer Association's red team. Fantastic game, ended in a 0-0 draw. Posts were hit, headers were knocked just over the bar. Keepers made a couple good saves. So fantastic high-level WPSL game. Have the foul there. Dream don't seem to agree. Revolution will play it back through Uribe. Even when they're doing well, he's a name that you hear, gets up into the attack, really just anchors that defense. Dexter trying to break through. He will get called for the foul. A little bit of extracurricular. You could see the emotions already stirring. This is very much the league big brother bully in the Dream. Wasn't that long ago they beat this Revolution squad 8-0, but earlier in this season these two teams tied. And again, Coach Taylor has a tremendous amount of respect, understanding that this is going to be a battle. Says this is one of about 8 games in the entire year that you circle in advance. Dream up into the attack. And again, that's somewhere that you would have seen Aguilar making the run and looking to play him up over the top. But they're having to play a little different. They've got some great speed out on the flanks. They're going to try to exploit that. Will definitely not be as much going forward. We already see guys kind of grabbing and pushing. Noah Murdaugh seems to be trying to establish himself as the gatekeeper here for the Dream, that you've got to go through me to get to us. Wilston getting called for the push from behind. Getting a little bit of a warning and chiding. Referee pointing, saying that's a couple. Universal sign for no more. Harry Hawkins will play this out of the back. For the Dream, taking his time, looking at some options, going to bang this left foot, a little bit of an in-swinger coming. Hits it up. Uribe going up for it. Revolution momentarily getting able to clear. Oh, nice sliding play. Stone coming back to win it. Dream getting the second ball, though. Into the attack, and we have our first shot. Oh, we have a goal. We have a goal. Just 6 minutes in, the visitors strike first. Christoph Kofi was able to win that second ball that Stone had won on a slide. Nobody came and collected it. He came charging through. Little lean and push, Beckenbauer move to the left and drove hard to the right. And then was able to shoot back across his body and beat Newport. Hard lower left. Newport not with Dream getting the second ball, though. On that. Into the really attack, and we have our first shot. Exposed at that point. We have a goal. Kofi had made a run. We have a goal. Really passed about 4 defenders. So this is a scenario that the Revolution didn't want to see, but yet Coach probably does want to see. wants to see how his team reacts. Are they going to give in? Are they going to surrender to a team that's been the powerhouse in this and every other division in the DMV area, or are they going to rise to the occasion? Is this the different Revolution that he and the boys believe that it is? Throwing going through, trying to find Costa Nika, cutting through. Not able to get it on his foot, or in that case, to get it onto his head. Nika and Castillo, just such creative midfielders, get so much done for this Revolution squad. Number 10 and 26 in the middle that you want to keep an eye on. Castillo on it, does lose it from behind. Uribe comes busting through, hits it long. Hawkins able to head it back to Lorenzo Herrera, goalkeeper for the Dream. Backspin ball played up, one in the air. Castillo on it, out here to Dexter. Tries to flick it back. Goes out, no it doesn't. Oh, it's saved. Fantastic play by Noah Murdoch. Murdoch attacking through, trying to get the call. You could kind of see that coming all along. Fantastic defending by Uribe. Murdoch looked for the call, but didn't complain once he went down. Got immediately up and got back. You could almost hear Coach Taylor looking at him from a distance, imploring him to get up quickly and get back. Make the attack. If you get fouled, you get fouled, but you get up and keep going and don't allow them to attack with numbers coming back. Both squads are looking to be really disciplined. They're both looking for their chances to counter and really emphasize not being countered and getting back defensively. And you can see right now that the Dream have 10 players behind the ball on that attack. A team that's known to be so strong offensively that's getting numbers back and not wanting to get exposed. Castilla gets it up to Stone, gets fouled hard. Big Jack Stone, just so strong, such a great holding forward. When he gets knocked to the ground like that, you know it's a pretty good shot. Harry Hawkins seemed to kind of enjoy that, didn't seem to mind the call. You can see both teams trying to establish who's going to be more physical, that we're not backing down. Both sides seem to be saying we're not intimidated. So again, the Dream with the early lead, be interesting to see what they can do with it or how the Revolution respond. Nice ball played up over the top by Nika, trying to a little of that backspin chip, trying to get a head on it, not quite able to get anything done with it. It went very painlessly back to Herrera, collected it quickly and easily. Okay, ball out here to Zumana. Well defended, plays it back. Our goal scorer, Christy Coffey, on the ball, knocking it around. Anytime you play this Dream squad, if you can get them going backwards, you're doing something. But then there they go, right back into the attack. Headed out by BK Sebsivi. Be a throw-in for the Dream. If you're just joining us, folks, just about 14 minutes in. First goal did go to the visitor Dream. Up 1-0 at this point. Have what looks like a bad throw-in from the Dream. Throw-in going to the Revolution. Don't see that call too often at this level. Ball into Owen Rich. Played through to Stone. Looking for the long ball diagonal. Just not quite able to get that on the pathway that he wanted. had Alexander Dexter, but it slid through to Herrera. Dream will knock it around. Akinkoye gets it, plays it outside, back to Herrera. Out here to Hawkins. Back to Herrera. Light pressure there by Rich. Circling back through. Resetting. All right, now Dream getting up into the attack a little bit. Nice little one touch, gets it down the line. Does it stay in? It does. The AR says we're in. Diera Zumana gets it onto his right foot. That's deflected by Uribe. We had a flying challenge there. Noah Murdaugh called for the foul over the top. Looks like that was Owen Rich that he was trying to climb the back of. And then the obligatory hands in the air. What did I do? Referee signal. Ref smiles, told him what he did, and we play on. Again, we are expecting a very hotly contested, very physical match tonight. And even early on, not been disappointed. Great ball by Uribe. Played about 50 yards out wide. Rich trying to get onto it. Ball's kept in. Oh, they find Stone with a little bit of room. Jack Stone's going to rip one. Oh, just wide. Oh, from our angle up here, folks, it looked like to us momentarily that Stone had found the equalizer. Oh, they find Stone with a little bit of room. Inside the far post. Jack Stone's going to rip one. Oh, just wide. Herrera was not able to get a hand on it. I believe even if it was on frame in the post, he was not going to get it. Just like that, the Revolution almost tie it up. It's what we're looking at tonight, folks. Again, this was going to be a different squad if Stone wasn't able to make it back. It's just been such a dominant player in this league, this division for several years. Somebody that everybody knows. Coach Taylor talked about how it's not somebody you want to go 2-on-2 with if Jack Stone's in the lineup. Forwards will play tough and physical and try to wear you down. When Stone's there, he wants it more to be a 3-on-2 than a 2-on-2. But the foul goes against the Revolution here. Out to the Dream. They go short and quick. Zumana gets it, looking to play it back. Hawkins, Uribe's counterpart, big center defender, slots it through. And the Dream get their opportunity. Boy, it's almost looking like we're seeing the same thing both ways. That was Nick Beal. Almost the exact same play we saw from Stone. Stone was a little bit more outside. Beal was right down the middle. He pulled it. Not quite the strike that Stone had, but another quick pass and turn. Coach Taylor talked about Nick Beal being a strong, powerful forward. One that's going to stand up play, possibly get a chance to turn and shoot like that, or play to pacing midfielders, streaking off the flanks. Uribe goes long, possibly too long. Yep, just scoots through. Revolution kind of try to knock it out of the way. Into Beal. Oh, we have a foul. Looks like we're going to have our first booking of the night. That goes to Uribe. Bill made a nice move for a big guy. Quick step. Got across. Uribe had to come in hard. Got more body than ball. And right from the top of the box, top of the penalty area, what we used to call a box, now a penalty area, Dream will have a fantastic opportunity. One very possibly for a shot. So our AR1, it's called the center ref over. Not sure if he's commenting on activity and possibly descent and jarring, or if he believes that it was inside the box, inside the penalty area. Looks like our center ref will keep it outside. seems to be signaling to the fourth official. All right, looks like there was an issue with the ball. So that ball goes out, new one comes in. Center official calling one of the Revolution defenders over. We now have 3 balls on the field. We will pick one at some point and go with it. That was BK Tsepsibi. I'm sure I'm not saying that right, so BK, we apologize. That the ref spoke to. Seemed to point and signal that the AR had said something. So ref will mark off 10 yards. This kick is being taken from about 19 yards, just a yard on top of the area. We've got 2 players on the ball, possibly a right and left-footed shot option. 3 players far post, even with the penalty mark. Player in the middle and 1 near post. And then 2 players at the top of the box, which from this angle looks like a pass across the top of the box could lead to a fantastic open shot. We're going with the left-footed. No, he steps over it, right-footed. An in-swinger from outside to in. Newport able to do a good job, get 2 hands on it. Pushing it wide. Will be a corner kick taken by Mike Akinkoye for the Dream. Dream going hard. They've got 9 of 11 players either in the box or just outside the top of the area. One more backing up. Only Castillo outside for the Revolution. Comes across. Well defended by McIntosh. Gets it out, but it's saved and knocked back in by Zumana. As won by the Revolution. Trying to find Castilla. Rich wins it back. Oh, not quite able. Castilla had some space. He had Justin Wilson and Jack Stone breaking with him if he was able to win that. Ball played through. Musa Kondi takes it to the corner, trying to beat his man. A little bit of a wrestling match. We're going to see which way it goes. Goes against the Dream coming out. From about 90 yards away, we can see and hear Coach Taylor saying, "What?" Both players were kind of pushing and shoving, and looked like a nice slow dance coming up on prom night. The Dream player did go down first, but the ref said no. So Newport will take the kick coming out. Opting for a long ball, gets it up over midfield. Wilson going up for it. Castillo gets on it. Had Dexter into space out here that was going to be dangerous. Just intercepted by our goal scorer, Kofi. The Dream right back into the counterattack. Boy, they almost came busting through and had a chance. Excellent play defensively by the Revolution. But back to the Dream. We had mentioned the possession was a little heavier for the Revolution to start. It has evened out. Dream getting their share of it, plus the early goal. Rich banging it out. A little scary there. Owen Rich showing just such composure, even in his own box, even with some pressure around. Dream will bang it around. Back to Herrera. Will reset. Trademark of this team. Kind of a trademark of Coach Taylor. Certainly not the only ones to do it. Style of play we see with some of the local clubs, especially the Alexandria Club, where Coach Taylor coached for a while before coming over as the Dream head coach. We'll get into some of his accolades as the Dream coach in the short period he's been there. There are less than 2 years, and he's already amassed 10 regular season or tournament titles between the VSSL, the NPSL, and the UPSL. Currently, they are the #1 rated NPSL team in the nation. Ball played. Newport debated whether he was coming out. It didn't go as far as it looked like it might. Defenders were able to grab it. Alexander Dexter got on it. Him and Kane kind of debated for a moment, but possession's lost. Just headed out by the Revolution. Kane did a good job to get there and intercept that. Wasn't able to keep it in. Zumana on it. Gets it over to Akinkoye. Gets it in. Oh, Beal makes a nice run and a dummy. And it slid on through. Oh, what a great dummy run by Nick Beal. Looked like it was played to him. Took a defender with him. He swung purposely over the top of it. Let it slide in behind him. Right to his teammate's foot, who just happened to be in an offside position. Now they're trying to play into Beal after an interception. Uribe steps in hard. Nice little battle going on there between Akinkoye and Jack Stone. Akinkoye wins that one. Beal trying to slide it through, just missing. Again, was going to be a dangerous opportunity. Speaking of dangerous, Castillo on the ball, tries to find Stone, not able to. Dash Papez winning that. Gets it back to Herrera. Kofi to Hawkins. Finds a pretty open Manzi. Shalita in the midfield. Down this flank, Noah Murdaugh showing his pace. Finds his man open, far post. Oh! An excellent block by the Revolution defender coming over. That ball was going in trouble, was going to be an issue. BK Sepsibe able to get in there and do an excellent job, get that knocked out all the way over the touchline, over the fence. Thought initially it was out for a throw, and it looks like it will be a corner kick. Dream playback, find their man, open just outside the top of the area. Finds his man open about 3 yards out, gets ahead. Newport makes a nice save near post. He was called offside. As a keeper, especially after giving up an early goal, to make a nice save, even if it's called off, will help with the confidence, keep them in the game. Newport does an excellent job for this squad. We've got a couple fantastic keepers. Trey Wolf played last week in a blowout win versus Villarreal, but showed what he can do both defensively and with his feet. Coach really happy with his whole goalkeeping core. Says that it's making for great competition in practice. Believes it's keeping everybody sharp. Dream trying to slide it through. Have a foul there on Kofi. That was Costa Nica that had come back and won that from his defensive midfield position and took a pretty good shot for his efforts. Here we go, Revolution coming out. Uribe looking to play long. Tries to go over the top. Don't think it was quite on the angle, but they win the second ball. Revolution get it in the attack. McIntosh gets by the first man, not able to get by the second. Dream get back on the ball with Kofi. Just so quick and so skilled on the ball. On that goal, he just exploded through the midfield, got by 4 guys and 2 lines quickly, found himself with an open shot and converted it well. Ball coming out, Beal's on it, getting a little bit of space from Uribe. Slots it across. Akinkoye gets it out. Musa Kondi got it quickly, banged it from well outside. Newport had to go down low, did an excellent job, collected it, didn't give up a rebound. Beal was charging. So again, folks, if you're just joining us, we had an early goal about 7 minutes in. by the Dream, but it's been a very even game. Jack Stone nearly tied it up, just missing wide. Dream squad a little bit more on the attack, getting the better opportunities. Newport having to do a little bit. Big ball played up over the top. Stone making a run. Arguably some impeding. Him and Harry Hawkins kind of banging around. Hawkins certainly played the man, not the ball, but our referee said that it was within reason. You can shield the ball if you're within 1 yard of the ball. Seems to be the call. Him and Stone are probably not going off for drinks after this one. They will be banging all night. Kane with the throw in. Guys complaining about 5 yards on the throw in either way. Coming back. Uribe on it. Revolution with every player into the attacking half except for Newport. Uribe again bangs the ball just a little far. Little juiced up tonight. The wind is blowing. Might have carried that one a little bit. Uribe hits just such a pure ball as a defender. Comes over the top, wins that, over the top of Beal. Collected by Owen Rich. Up to Stone, back to Rich. Outside, trying to find a man, back to Rich, finding a little bit of space. Castillo finds it, man closing. Man closing will never bother Castillo. Ball played outside, Dexter has a one-on-one, chooses to pull it back. Back to Kane, gets it up, deflected off the Revolution, or excuse me, off the Dream. Revolution then knock it out. Right now, everything is being contested by both these teams. We see the Dream trying to casually take the throw in and walk 10 yards up the field. Members of the Revolution arguing about the call, which seemed to be the right one from our vantage point, that it was off the Revolution. Nice win on a header in the midfield by Kofi. Oh, we have a streaking man for the Dream. Into the box, slows down, finds Beal. Oh, what a fantastic sliding block by Uribe. Beal looked for certain that that was going to be goal number 2. Uribe came out of nowhere, and if you understand who Aaron Uribe is, he is not a little man, and he came in quickly. Fantastic slide. Now, speaking of not being little people, Jack Stone going into the box, not able to win it. Ball played down. Musa Kandi, who's the man that started that attack, going for the Dream. Great speed. Somebody that Coach Taylor had marked in advance, that him on the outside, along with Zumana on this side, would make up for the speed that they're losing in Luis Aguilar. Uribe and Beal going at it. A little bit of hugging and pulling. Beal called for it. As just about every call tonight, contest. Referee crew doesn't seem to be too bothered by it. These gentlemen will earn their keep tonight. Already been a game with a lot of contact, a lot of contesting of calls. We predict that there will be some heated moments before it's all said and done. Revolution really looking to get that equalizer. They certainly don't want to go into halftime down more than one. Would really like to go into halftime tied. Think if they get a late goal in this half, they would feel really good about that going into the halftime break. Herrera playing that a little awkwardly, but getting a good left-footed pass to the oncoming Jack Stone to his defender. Doesn't matter how it looks, get the job done. Dream playing a little touch and go, a little tic-tac-toe passing. Well challenged and stolen by Wilson. Gets on top of Condi. Gets the foul. Immediately surrenders to the referee. Trying not to get that card. We're getting into our 35th minute here, folks. 10 plus stoppage time to go in the first half. Probably not a lot. Haven't had any injuries. Had the one goal. Wasn't a prolonged celebration. I believe it's only been one card quickly given. Headed out by Kane. One back for the Dream by Noah Murdaugh. Owen Rich comes in and collects it. Kane out to Rich. Ball stays in. Nope. It did go out. Referee signal. Dream throw. Zumana quickly getting it. Gets it into Kofi. Gets into the attack. That time Jack Stone steps in. Zumana goes flying. Didn't appear to be malicious or too much from behind. I think Zumana just had it going at speed. Appeared that Stone had gotten a fair amount of the ball, but got a little bit of leg, and I think his momentum pulled him forward. Referee seemed to see that and signal that right away. Not interested in any appeals for a card from the 5 gentlemen from the Dream who came to visit him. Does signal to Stone no more. Dangerous play here. Mike Akinkoye on it. About 35 yards out from goal. About 6 players far post. Won't be surprised if he takes this himself. No, chips it in up over the top. Uribe goes up for the header, gets it, but it goes off the top of his head, not skimmed off. Goes up high, 25 feet off the fence behind, well out of play. Safely headed out, but it will go for a corner. Akinkoye is going to go out and take it. The Dream really have 9 men into the attack, 8 in the penalty area, 1 just outside. Only Castillo for the Revolution is out of the area. The Dream love to get in and box the keeper in this situation, create a lot of havoc, drive it right in as they do. Newport does an excellent job to get through the masses. Tries to go quick. Dream got in front of him. He wasn't happy about it, but it was allowed. Castillo had it here on a nice outlet side volley release from Newport. But just with it bouncing and Castillo going his typical 100 miles an hour, just went out of bounds. We'll have a throw in for the Dream, trying to continue walking it up another 5 yards. Throw in comes. Dream maintaining possession. Hawkins knocking it across. Looking to possibly switch sides. Going for the long ball. Dash Papez plays it over top. Plays a beautiful ball onto the speedy Condi, who collects it. Gets it his left foot. Back across. Finds his man. Zumana gets it. And a shot from the just on top of the center, the arch on top of the box, top of the penalty area, and just knocked up and over the top. Pretty good opportunity. Would have had to go over about 4 or 5 bodies from both teams. But Shalita gave that a good run, tried to get a bending ball back down, not able to. Ball played into Stone. It does deflect up into his arm, which if the ref deems that he did not throw his arm to the ball, that is now legal according to FIFA and US Soccer. That if it comes off your foot, it cannot be a handball unless you move your hand or arm towards the ball. Referee signaled that that's what he believed that Stone did, so the Dream will take the kick. Played into Zamana. Won by Rich. Or excuse me, by Kane. Now out to Rich. On the run, but well marked by Kofi. Revolution going, trying to find Wilson. Headed out by Hawkins. Herrera will collect it before it goes out for a corner kick. Smartly dribbles it back into his own box, which he can do since it did not come from his own player. Picks it up, looks to distribute, puts it down, takes a touch, slides it straight up to Akinkoye, who plays it back to Herrera. Out here to Hawkins. Hawkins looking on his left foot to bang this. Nice little chip. Excellent job by Uribe, but collected by the Dream. Into the attack. Zumana has it. He is on. He is in the area. He's getting it. Newport comes out. Oh! Dream had a man at the top of the box. Newport was down at the time. And a fantastic sliding defensive play by the Revolution. Dream still in attack. Worst part over for the moment. What fantastic defending. Dream back in, send the chip up and over. Seemed to die right about the far post. Uribe was there. Newport had gone up. Boy, that ball was bouncing, and Owen Rich just able to get something on it in time. Uribe heads it out. Uribe really seems to be hurting. Since that challenge earlier, he's been kind of struggling. He's such a key part for this Revolution. Kofi is down for the Dream. Signals for the trainer to come on. Seems to be cramping. Uribe is probably appreciating a chance to take this break. He's bent over. Adjusting shin guard. Seemed to be struggling. What a tough, gritty player Aaron Uribe is. Playing well tonight, really going at it battle. Such a different assignment he has tonight than he would have if Luis Aguilar had been out on the field. The speedy little forward. Instead, he's dealing with the big Nick Beal. And him and Beal have exchanged some DNA a couple times, banging back and forth, sweat flying. Uribe will wake up very sore tomorrow, very much aware of the battle that went on. Center ref coming over to speak to this AR. Quick moment. Might just be as simple as exactly where the restart should take place. Didn't seem to be time for much else. We have not had a sub from either squad yet. We've just hit the 43rd minute. Both teams going with their starting 11. Again, there is so much more at stake, folks, than just first place in the division, especially from the Revolution standpoint. This is their chance to show that they're not just the up-and-coming team, that they have arrived. Again, they tied this Dream early in the season. We do have to say it's kind of an unlucky draw for both of them. The Arlington team did not have to play any of the teams in the top four more than once. These two having to play each other twice. This Revolution squad is Arlington's only loss and a 5-1 loss earlier in the season. Their one loss was to Alexandria Reds in just a fantastic game that was played here. The Reds winning it late. Revolution going in the attack, but lose it. Back to Beal. Dream seemed to be wanting to kind of calm it down. I know Coach Taylor would love to go into half up 1-0. He'll have no problem with that whatsoever. He won't argue with a second goal, I'm sure. Nice battle. Beal and Castillo. About a 70-pound difference there. Castillo going down. Beal not in agreement. Folks, I think if we see a foul tonight and the player actually acknowledges that he knows he committed the foul, we all might fall over at this point. Ball played out here. Dexter well controlled. Dream player Zumana going down. Kane on the ball. Finds Castillo. Castillo looking for that moment that he is just so known for, to be able to find a player, slide it in. Just so crafty. Out. Stone collects it. A little bit of a heavy touch. Pops up on him. Wilson gets it, sends it across. Oh, it's a bad touch. It's on to Dexter, and he gets a one-touch shot. Oh, Herrera comes up big. We thought that was the moment, folks. That looked like that was number 2. It was kind of an unfortunate chest deflection from Akinkoye. Popped right to Dexter. It was bouncing. He was able to get over the top of it, drive it hard. Herrera had been far post, came near post, was able to get there, get position, and make the save. Virginia Dream goalies don't typically have to do a lot. If you followed this Dream team, you know that they have used Bill Hamid for big games in the past. Hamid has signed with a USL Championship squad, so he's no longer available. So Herrera and other goalies here have not had to do a whole lot, but when called upon, Coach Taylor told us earlier today that he thinks Lorenzo Herrera has played really well over the last year, shown himself fantastically, and he's been really content with him. And you see why there. Uribe going after it. Looks like Kofi, who's back in the game, goes down. Ref says nothing. We play on. Ball coming up. Stone momentarily held, maintains possession, finds it through to Rich. He has Dexter breaking on the side. Oh, he just hurried that a little, folks. He had Dexter. He also had Justin Wilson going through the middle, marked a little tighter, but he had some space to possibly turn, attract pressure to create space. Instead, just knew he had a man and forced it. It was picked off. We are in our 45th minute, playing back to Hawkins, almost giving up there to Castillo. Wilson coming through the back. Can't believe that he has too many more lives before he's going to find himself with some yellow jewelry. Excuse me, that's not Wilson, that's BK. Sepsi. Had that been Wilson, I think that would have been the final straw. The ref has already given them the no more twice. Oh, the card does come out to BK Sepsi. Hard to tell if it was for the foul or for any discussion. Didn't seem to be arguing, but was there with the ref, hands on knees. Again, this referee crew has done an excellent job. They're calling this game tight, seem to be all over it. But that's only our second card of the night in a very hotly contested match. We are into extra time. We've not been able to discern exactly how much. We don't believe there can be much more than a minute or so remaining. Dream looking to just kind of knock it around. They're taking opening if they get it. Kofi going to, Musa Kondi going at speed with it. Pops out to Shalita. Back in the mix. Kostanika on it, shielding well. Kondi all over his back and arguing. And then Kondi refusing to back up and having some words there with Nika. Nika plays it into Stone. Oh, well won over the back of Stone by Shalita. Kofi gets it out. Finds Murdaugh here. Looking to play it long to the Swifty Zumana. A little bit of a push from the back. Foul will go against Kane. We hear some pleas. Referee. Shockingly, the call did not get changed when they asked for it. The Dream up into the middle. Dream looking to be a little of a fresher team. Ball slotted through. Well shielded out. And folks, that will be the end of the first half. And a great game so far, exactly what we expected to see. Incredibly even, both teams with opportunities. The Dream had the better opportunity and they converted it. Revolution with one or two good opportunities coming after that. So, folks, this is where this gets really interesting. These teams will go in. Both teams are deep squads. There's some fantastic subs available to both teams. Look to see what changes coaches make. Look to see what tactical changes they may make. Again, this dream squad without their leading scorer in Luis Aguilar. So we will monitor changes. So, folks, we're going to take a break. This is Matthew Thomas and Donovan thanking you for joining us here in DMV Sports Media. Come back and see us. You will not want to miss the second half. If you are within a 20-minute drive of RavenTek Park, we encourage you to come join us. It is a fantastic atmosphere. We're about to see more than 100 kids go out in the field. Fantastic crowd, beautiful night. So, folks, here we are, 1-0 Dream at halftime, and we will see you back in about 10 minutes. Thank you, folks.
To RavenTek Park. RavenTek delivers observability and cybersecurity solutions at the right place and right time. Learn more at RavenTek.com. Thank you to our premier Field 1 sponsor, Crop Metcalf, home of the 5-star technician providing heating, air conditioning, plumbing, electrical, pest control, and home performance. Schedule now and enjoy a $99 cooling and heating system check. Visit www.cropmetcalf.com. Revolution Sports Academy, in partnership with DC United, combines soccer and academics for middle and high school aged athletes with academic support delivered by a leading provider of educational services to the MLS, SAI Academy. Now enrolling, visit gorsa.com. Out on USL Championship action right down the road at Segra Field. First place Loudoun United Football Club hosts Lexington SC on Saturday, May 10th at 6 o'clock p.m. Get your tickets today at loudoununitedfc.com. Train, compete, and have fun this summer at Virginia Revolution Soccer Club. Soccer camps at RavenTek Park are open to players 5 and up with sessions to build skills, confidence, and game readiness. Choose from ball mastery, Footskills, Goalie Striker, preseason training, and the elite German Football Federation camp. No club affiliation is needed. Register now at govrsc.com. Make memories this summer at Virginia Revolution's multi-sports camp at RavenTek Park in Leesburg. Kids ages 5 to 13 stay active and have a blast with games like soccer, basketball, kickball, and more. All in a fun, high-energy setting. Half-day, full-day, and extended options are available. Spots fill fast. Register now at govrsc.com. Don't
All right, folks, welcome back. Here we go. We think we're in for a great second 45 tonight. Did want to give the shout out. Michael Alvarado asked us to give a happy birthday to the president of Loudoun United and the Revs, Nico. Nico's birthday yesterday. And we have a goal right away. Folks, 23 seconds into the second half. Folks, Justin Wilson, Michael maybe Alvarado with the goal of his life. Happy birthday to the president. You can see the United excitement and the Revs. Blowing kisses to the crowd. Nico's birthday yesterday.
Revolution goal in the 46th minute by number 11, Justin Wilson.
Wilson patting hard the Revs emblem on his shirt. Love the old saying, be more concerned about the name on the front of your jersey than the one on the back of your jersey. And just like that, folks, we barely got it out of our mouths that we were in it for an exciting 45. We were in for an exciting 24 seconds, and Wilson nets one. So, folks, we wanted to make a note that for the first half, we were praising Lorenzo Herrera for such a great half for the Dream. I'm sure he would have had a great half had he been in, but instead it was Tristan Kickbush that was in. But now Herrera is in, so I think they figured as long as we were giving them credit. But again, Coach Taylor told us that he was really happy with his core and really trusted any of them to do well. All right, folks, to say that we have a new game and a new night would be the understatement. We, of course, are required to be unbiased here, but wanted to see a goal by the Revs so that you could hear the crowd and the excitement. I think you saw that, you heard it, you saw the look on Wilson's face. Okay, the Dream into attack, trying to go early. Beal gets it, be on it. Oh, what a fantastic play. Uribe slides in, heard it,
gets
you
a
saw
foot
the
on
look
it, looked like
Wilson's
it might
face.
be going in goal.
Okay, the Dream into
Then
attack,
Newport
trying to go
was able to get
early.
a hand
Beal
on
gets it and
be
deflected
on it.
out.
Oh,
and just
what
like
a
that came out. For a second, wasn't sure whose hand that was, and if we were going to have a PK. Zumana will take the corner. Bunch of bodies in on both sides. Dream gets a free header, gets knocked out. Dash Papez seemed to be kind of holding his face as if he might have banged with the back of Justin Wilson's head. Wilson quickly surrendered to the ref again to say I didn't do anything wrong. Wilson has been running hard all night, but we see an extra juice and energy in him now since that goal. So, folks, we are sitting 1-1 with an entire half to go. The crowd is more into it. You see the Revolution, a cranked up effort and energy. The Dream almost getting the go-ahead goal. All right, here's Beal coming back, slots it through. Just a little far, trying to find Rashawn Patton. We did notice for the Revs that Connor Pugh is now into the game. It's a little herky-jerky here since the goal. Energy is cranked. Speed is cranking a little bit. We'll see which team's able to kind of settle in an effective manner. And as we say that, Dream allow one to go through their feet and go out. BK Sepsi gets the throw in. Castillo gets onto it. Plays it to Rich. Out to Kane, a little bit of contact. They maintain possession, get it back to Uribe. Playing long. Finds McIntosh. Over to Costa Nika. Oh, nice little quick flick in by Nika. Just so crafty. Looked like he was dribbling on his right foot, brought his left foot across, just a flick, sent it about 30 yards. Stone made a great run, got a header on it, went up over the bar, but it looks like there was a touch, so it'll go for a corner. Couple revs going out towards the corner, possibly a short corner. It took a little long. Dreamer sending the player out. Can't go past that 10-yard mark. Technically 11 from the sideline, 10 from the corner arc. Waiting. Look like they are going short. Nope, Castilla now backs up. Gonna bang this in. Such different plays these two teams set up. The Dream set up everybody in front of the goal. Revolution have everybody back at the top of the 18. Comes out. Sepsi sends it in, flicked out by the Dream. Then cleared. Nika trying to win it. Dream getting on it. Castilla and the ref both get a touch on it. Castilla maintains possession, almost gets knocked over. Cross coming in. Rich gets on it. Beds it far post. Has McIntosh. Well defended though. McIntosh was kind of fading back because of the cross as well as the defending. Now the Dream into the attack. Beal has it. Has a man on each side. Almost gets his shorts pulled down. Keeps going. Oh, fantastic move. And then we have the epitome of the tactical foul. We'll see if the ref goes with a spa with a yellow card. Clearly had his man beat. Was grabbed and pulled. We do not see the ref going for a card. There is much pleading in pink for that card. Does not look like that's going to go to anything. That was certainly the tactical foul, which used to have to be a yellow card. But since there were so many defenders behind, the ref could say it was not a promising attack and therefore justify not giving the card. And that appears to be where we're going. Cross coming in. Free kick headed out by Uribe. Very common saying. Uribe seems to get his head on just about everything within about 30 yards of his goal. There's another one. Oh, flicked out nicely. Had he not really gotten it solid, fell right to a Dream player. Ahmed Mohammed was right there with a chance to bang that in, but Uribe got it out with some pace. Revolution getting back in the attack. Stone out on the wing. Probably not going to outrun his man there, but excellent piece of defending. Stone making him work for it. We were wishing a happy birthday to Rev's founder and president, Nico, as that goal went in. So he would probably like us to finish that statement, hoping a second one comes with it. Coach Alvarado wanted to give a shout out to his beautiful and lovely girlfriend, Nicole, and thank her for all her fantastic support. We know she is out of town at work and watching from a distance, liking what she's seeing in the second half. Probably very nervous for her loved one there. Hoping that this a big night for Coach Alvarado to break through and knock off the bully in the neighborhood. Refs playing it short. Newport just basically drops it to Uribe. Out, back in, out to Rich, back to Kane. Little dangerous, but yet composed in the back. Again, in today's game, playing the ball, short passes out of the back, something that we were told was not allowed back in the day. So much more commonplace, but really a sign of top teams that can do it. Defenders didn't used to have the ball skill that they have today. Little fight going on there on the end line. Man goes down. Oh, and we will have a booking. And that was kind of what we call the vengeance foul. He went down, wasn't happy about going down, no call. Owen Rich won it and paid mightily for winning it, being hacked from behind. Maybe the first time all night we've seen a foul without an argument. Noah Murdaugh just ran back after taking the card.
In the 55th minute.
to Virginia Dream number 3, Noah Murdaugh. Yellow card caution to 3, Murdaugh.
Now Murdaugh and Connor Pugh getting into it a little bit. The ref came and kind of warned them both. Pugh seemed to say, "What did I do?" Did seem like it was initiated by Murdaugh. The fourth official and AR1 on that side pulled the ref over right away. Seems to be reaching back into his pocket. And we have a card on the sideline. Yeah, it looked like it was a red card to bench personnel. It was not given to Coach Alvarado. We see one of the Revolution staff are leaving. So the fourth official heard something over there, immediately called the center ref over, who walked.
Please, a red card send-off has been issued in the 57th minute to the Revolution bench.
With urgency directly to, not sure if that's an assistant coach or trainer, but it was a very deliberate walkover, and the red card from the back pocket came out quickly and decisively. Ref now having extended conversation with a Dream player. So not sure what that would be about, but maybe just explaining it. Folks, we did not expect to get out of here without a little extra excitement and some cards, and frankly, we expected to see a color other than yellow coming, so we're not surprised. This was going to be a heated match from the beginning. The Dream got the early lead, but then 24 seconds into the second half, the Revolution said, tied it up with a great goal by Justin Wilson, and now it is really cranking.
I don't know for sure, but he's the only coach here. I know it's not those two, if you care.
We believe that the card went to Matteo Dimoff. That is the best that we could figure out up here high on the rooftop. We want to, once again, and as always, thank Kurt Newport for helping us out, doing a fantastic job with the music and the PA announcing and helping us get names right at times. Ball played deep from the Revolution. Costa Rica getting called for the foul. Back to the Dream, playing it outside here. Med Mohammed struggling with that one again a little bit. Flick down the line. Uribe coming over, chest it down, has some pressure. Decides to just knock it out for a throw-in. Manzi Shalita was there contesting that in chase. Throw into the Dream. The third Dream player comes over to take it. Will be Muhammad. Throw-in comes, finds his man open at the top penalty area. Nice pressure by Owen Rich on his back. Ball's playing back. Hawkins plays it through. It slots through. McIntosh on it before it goes out. Bangs it left-footed down the line. A little bit of backspin, didn't quite get it driven like he might have wanted to. Goes to a Dream. We can really see that Muhammad is really struggling. He's favoring that left ankle that's taped up, fighting through it. Ball came over to the line, right on the line. Everybody in white believing that it went out. The one person in yellow that matters believes that it did not. So we play on. But folks, that just shows you the intensity of this night and the importance. Everything is being contested. Okay, the Dream into attack. We've got even numbers. 3-on-3, slide it across the Beal, find an open man. Oh, BK Sepsi able to get in there, get it deflected. We think a little bit of Scott Sterling off the face, but at this point he will take it. Dream flicking it into attack, deflected by the Revolution. Cleared out by Rich. Just kind of knocked around Kofi. We hear Coach Taylor from way up here from the other side yelling, eat it, as in just don't try to do too much. Send it back. Get it out here to Pinton. Slides it in. Oh, had his man just about one step in front. Went instead to Uribe. Popped it out to Castilla, who had Jack Stone, but in a 1-on-4 situation, popped it up a little bit. Stone wasn't able to do much, but had he even collected it, was going to have a hard time going into a sea of pink. Revolution just kind of banging that one forward. We got a little sloppy here for a little bit, folks. Kind of the pressure of it and the pressure on the ball. Players knocking it around. Dream now into the attack. Looking around, looking for a man. Finds top of the box, goes for a shot. Slips, but goes right off Uribe. Oh! Oh, folks, we just had a PK called on Uribe. Believe it was Uribe that the foul was called against. It was just an unlucky sequence. The Dream player took the shot, slipped, came off of the Revs. I believe Uribe went right to Dream player. Uribe got an arm out. Player went down, and the ref immediately pointing to the spot. He is now having a tea party with the Revolution defense that do not believe that he saw things quite correctly. They are trying to demonstrate various things that could have happened other than what the ref believes that he saw. Not likely that that's going to change. We do see some changes coming. Revolution making a sub, and Dream making what looks like 2 more subs. And then we will have a Dream penalty kick to take the lead in the 63rd minute. We are up here with goalkeeper Tanner Newport's family all around us. Some able to watch, some not able to watch. Believing that this would be perhaps the best moment of his career to make a stop on a PK. Looks like Diera Zumana will be the one taking the kick for the Revs. Sebesi kind of standing around as if he wanted to take the kick for the Revs. The ref saying, take a hike or get a card. He chooses the hike. Folks, there's a long way to go in this game, but we just believe that this is a big moment. There's some pushing and shoving going on there at the top of the area. Fighting for space. Kane momentarily went down. We've got fans from 70 yards away telling the ref that the ball's an inch over the line. Here comes the kick, takes a couple short steps, big step in. Oh, Newport read it fantastically. Fantastic extension dive. Really thought he had it momentarily. Just got under his foot. To young players, that's important of driving a penalty kick hard to a corner, but keeping it low. If that ball is so much as 4 inches off the ground, an inch over Newport the line, gets fingers on it. But we have a goal. We have goal number 3 Here on the night. Kick, takes a couple short steps, big step in. Oh. The Dream retake the lead in the 65th minute. Will be interesting when we get to the end, especially if we're in a 1-goal scenario. That whole sequence took about 3 to 4 minutes off the clock. See what's added. The Dream going back up 2-1. Revolution have answered already once. See if they're able to do it a second time tonight. Coach Alvarado certainly going to want to implore his troops to keep their composure. There's a lot of banging going on. We'll see which team's able to really maintain it. Coach Taylor continued to use the word maturity with us, that would be the main speech to his team. Oh, they find Costa Rica down into the corner. Tried to attack his man, Kofi. 10 on 10 there. Kofi was able to win it, but it went out of bounds for a corner. Castilla taking it. We commented before how the Revolution typically have everybody at the top of the box. They now have a formation very similar to what the Dream used. Just about everybody lined up right in front of the goal. We believe this ball will be driven low and hard right at the keeper. See if they can't get a flick. Couple players bouncing around. Uribe looking to find space in the far post. Ball came in low and hard. Hits a Dream forward in the chest. And then Costa Rica called for a push. And the ball will come out for the Dream. Oh, it felt like a great opportunity for the Revs to answer right back. That first Dream defender wasn't able to get a number, was able to chest it and get it out, was really important because it was going into the sea of humanity there in the box, if not. Ball into the stands, given back. BK Subseep gets it back into play. Uribe on it, looking for the long ball. This one he really drives. Finds Wilson right on his head, finds Stone in the middle. It was headed through by the Dream defender. Argument here that it went out. Gentlemen in yellow say it did not. So the Dream now in a quick counter. They've got equal numbers, 3-on-3, driving down the line. Excellent defender, keeping his man in front. Slides it through. Uribe steps in, just so steady and so sturdy. Again, there was a chance that Stone and Uribe were not going to be here tonight, depending how their team did in the big TFT $1 million tournament in North Carolina. We had heard that if their team did not do well, they would make the long drive up this morning to be here. Don't know exactly when they headed out, but they did make it. Uribe, just such an important part of this defense. Stone, obviously, a big part of the offense. So corner kick coming in. Driven low and hard. Nika gets on it, bangs it out. Harris Hawkins able to get onto it. Harry Hawkins. Ball slotted in. Uribe with what seems to be about his 50th header of the night. Gets it out. Little tic-tac-toe passing. Oh, picked off. Beal's on to the top of the box. Takes a quick shot. Didn't even look like he was shooting. Newport does an excellent job to get a hand on it. Parries it in front of him. We have a player down, which both sides have a very different view of. This Dream squad known for some extracurricular activity during games and slowing games down and taking some fouls and taking some slow walks off. Revolution team really kind of on edge, knowing they need to get into the attack and get this goal back as quick as possible. Not happy about it. Of course, the center referee does have the clock and can add as much as he wants and needs. At this point, that number could be adding. The longer it takes the Revolution to get a tying goal, the more of this kind of stuff we will probably see. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Player is subbed out. Revolution back in possession. Slots it through to Stone, who's coming back. Has a man draped all over him. Plays it out. Oh, excellent defending by the Dream. Beal into the attack. Push from behind. Our tactical foul again. But there was plenty of players behind. Ref does not seem to be going to the yellow card for the SPA. rule change that definitely feel was a good one. Not every intentional foul needs to be a yellow card. There's 5 or 6 defenders back as there were for the Revolution. Dream knocking it around. They're going to want to hold as much possession. Look for some openings. A lot of grabbing going on the outside. Ball won by Joshua Erlinson, and in the game for the Revs was knocked out. The Dream with it. Set a pass. Castillo able to get a foot on it. Dream stay in possession. Tried to get it to Penton. Ball being fought here on the near. About 6 different touches. 3 by each team. The Dream do retain possession. Kiedis Asifa into the game. Collects it for the Dream. Back to Asifa. Out here to Shalita. Looking around. Finds Abadillawi. Now it's going all the way back to Herrera. Dream into it. Just kind of knocking it around. Getting some numbers now into the attack. Slotted through. Von Beal, who appeared to be offside. Gentlemen in yellow absolutely agree. Dream getting it. Seemed to have pushed it up a little bit. Beal helps them out by knocking it back. Donald. Trade class. I'll get back. You good? All right, folks, we're into the 73rd minute, 17 minutes plus what we believe has to be at least 4 or 5 minutes of stoppage play, but hard to say. Castillo wanted that ball. It went soaring out over the top, over McIntosh and out of play. Dream get it. Penton on it, flicks it through. Adam Snowden into the game, tries to send it through. Revolution on it, plays it out to McIntosh. They've got some numbers going forward. Decides to pull it back. BK sends it in, has Stone running into the box. Well defended by Hawkins and floats harmlessly to Herrera. Back out to Hawkins. Stone in chase. Plays it through. Player goes down. Castilla on it. Oh, just pulls his magic. Seems like the ball just is magnetically attached to him at times. Foul from behind by Kita Sasifa. Castilla just so wise. He knew exactly where Asifa was. Slowed down long enough to allow him to clip his back foot. And now a very dangerous free kick. They go quick. Play it out wide. Have Stone on the outside. Flicks it back in the middle, finds Rich, who heads it up and over. Oh, what a fantastic play. Again, to you younger players at home, when that ball comes into you, if you're outside the goal mouth, forcing it back in isn't always the right idea. Stone got it, didn't try to force it on goal, flicked it back, found Rich about halfway between the top of the 6-yard penalty area and the penalty mark, and he just flicked it up over the goal. Pretty looking play. All for naught in the end. Uribe with another header. Gets it knocked down. McIntosh taking it back. Nice little outside of the flick. Everything contested at this point. Panton knocks it out. Revolution throw in. 15 plus change left in this game. Another foul through the back of Castilla by Adam Snowden. 50 referees thought it was a card. One did not. The one seemed to win. Uribe looking for a long ball. Drives it so well, as always. Finds Stone, who heads it back into the mix. Comes out. Mike Akinkoye headed it through. Stone was trying to save it. Did collide with a Dream defender and went out. Ref said it was going out and no foul. So we will have a goal kick coming out for the Dream. Herrera taking his time, switching the corners of the box. Interesting fact, at the high school level, once the goal kick is placed, it cannot be moved. According to U.S. Soccer and FIFA, you can switch it. Herrera took a couple extra seconds to do that. Uribe over the back, gets the head out, no call. That was Ahmed Al-Manalawe fighting with Uribe on that. Rich gets it in, stolen back by the Dream. Snowden onto it, gets head up, but has lots of pressure. Some excellent defending there by Castillo. Alex Balke onto it, forcing it back for the Dream. Justin Wilson called with the foul. AR seemed to signal for the center referee as soon as that foul happened. Possibly Wilson's final straw. There's the yellow card.
Your attention, please. A yellow card caution has been issued. The 77th minute for Virginia Revolution number 11, Justin Wilson.
That card would be given for what's referred to as PI, persistent infringement, now changed to PO for persistent offense. The foul itself was not a yellow cardable offense, but ref's been warning Wilson one more time, about 3 times. Wilson, obviously tough physical player, seems to be able to run all night. Has the lone goal, would certainly love to get the second one. So McIntosh and Nika's night are done. Aaron Russ into the game, who has really looked fantastic in the last couple weeks. Played fantastic in the blowout win last week over Villarreal. We wouldn't have been surprised if he had been put into the starting lineup. So certainly no diminishment at all. And as we mentioned, both of these squads are easily 17, 18 deep. Truth is, they're about 20, 22 deep. Both coaches have talked about how hard it is to make their decisions on their 18 that they're allowed to roster, let alone the 11 that start. When both these squads are going to the bench, they are pulling off a fantastic player, fresh legs, maybe some tactical changes. Not what we see so often at the youth level, where the sub coming in really diminishes the level of play. Hit up over the top by the Dream. Being shielded by Uribe. Pushing the back. Ball up over the top. Stone running onto it. One defender gets the head nicely back to Herrera. Played well. As long as the ball is headed above the waist or hit above the waist, you could play back to your keeper. Cannot be done below the waist, can't be kicked back to the keeper. Stone always just such a presence, and for such a big guy, just moves so well, so continually. We'll be looking to see whether they sub for him in the Reds game when they were down a goal. This was about the point where they subbed Stone out. We were a little surprised, and then within 2 minutes, his substitution had come in and scored. They brought in a much different type of player, one with great pace and quickness, sort of like having the fastball pitcher in, and then you bring the guy that's hitting spots and throwing curveballs and just mixes things up. has to be a nightmare for the defense to switch. But as of now, looking for Stone to equalize this team and put them on his shoulders as he has so many times before. Free kick coming, banging it into the penalty area, headed out by the Dream. Erlinson on it, at the Stone, looks the cross, gets it across into the box. Oh, Herrera just barely gets a hand on it, comes out to comes out to Castilla, who instead of taking the shot tries to chip it in, gets deflected out. Sliding attempt by Stone. It does go back to the Dream. Played out of pressure. Intercepted by Russ. And then take it back. Oh, we're just ping-ponging around at this point, folks. Oh, nice little shield. Uribe comes in. Takes possession, shields himself. Plays it back to Newport, who opts to just bang it forward. BK Subsea gets the second touch. Oh, a slip there by Alex Buckley. Loses it. Dream into attack. Snowden in. Headed out. Looked very similar sequence to what ended up in the PK before. Players colliding. The entire group in pink and coaches jumping up like a hallelujah moment with arms in the air. Ball thrown into the corner. Dream staying in possession. Adam Abdullahi way out here on this flank with a good bit of space. Being closed in now by Aaron Russ. He was really looking for it and wanted it. Herrera has it way out from his goal. Revolution taking a much lower line of confrontation now. Played in, nice little shifty move there. Flicked out here to Panton. Into Adam Abdullahi. Not quite able to maintain that. Newport collects. Quickly gets it out. Beginning the attack. Folks, we're in the 83rd minute. Ball played down. Stone still working hard. Him and Hawkins banging again. Comes out, deflected. Rich able to win it. Oh, nice piece of defending back for the Dream. Won that well. Great hustle back. Castillo stepping in. Probably going to get some jewelry for his efforts. He does. Nice yellow card that he can wear to prom.
Caution has been shown in the 83rd minute for number 26, Nilsar Castillo.
I think that was just a little bit of frustration. Castillo, who's typically on the ball so often, making so many things happen. We've seen him playing deeper and deeper tonight than we've ever seen him before. Just having to defend more tonight, not able to get into the attack. Anytime he's gone anywhere, he has had a pink shadow with him.
What number came in for pink? Can you see the guy right by the referee?
Dream banging this ball long. Contested. Dream player taken down. Russ getting the yellow at this point. Certainly seeing some tired legs. These guys have covered a whole bunch of space. Russ was a little late coming into the back of that. Dream player more than happy to take the foul and Superman dive going forward. But that's a play earlier in the game we would have seen Russ really been able to move his feet and get in front of. And after putting miles and miles on tonight, more of a stab. Okay, this is a dangerous opportunity for the Dream. About 10 yards to the side of the penalty area. 5 players standing, far post. Looking to curl it. Won't be surprised if he takes a go himself. Bends it in, gets it, seems to deflect off the Revolution and go, yep, for a corner. Into the 86th minute, Dream player on a very long, slow walk over to the corner. The referee acknowledging that he has time, telling the player to get there a little quicker. Again, the time is on the referee's watch. It is not on the board, the official time. Clock tells us we're a little bit over 4 minutes to go. Ball played in. Headed out by Uribe. Deflects off the Dream. Oh! Revolution were able to get it. Then to the Dream player. Comes into the box. Oh, excellent play. Thought for sure we might have a foul in the box. Fantastic defending by BK. Subsibi, who very nicely helps the Revolution, or helps the Dream out by running the ball all the way to the corner. Still the long walk by Panton to get to it. Another corner coming in. Dream looking to put this game away, gets it off the top of Uribe, goes to a Dream player in the box. Oh, gets a fantastic turn, looked like out of nowhere. Tanner Newport able to make the save, gets it out quick, puts it right on the chest of Stone. It kind of pops up. Dream defender gets it. Oh. Then it went back to DT Migliola, who tried to slot it up on the right flank to Stone. And instead of going inside of him, it just went outside and then ran out of play. So BK Sasip's night is done. Really had an excellent night. Sanasi Denise, who had 3 goals last week off the bench against Villarreal, is in immediately into the attack. It's going to be a lot to handle for tired Dream defenders at this point. Another big body. Into the 88th minute. Uribe on the ball, loses it. They're in the attack, chips it up over the top. And just goes over the bar, hit the net. Fans up here in the rooftop with us gasped for a moment. Took a second to figure out which part of the net that was. Fantastic driven backspin ball that was coming down quickly over the top of Newport. Newport grateful that it came down on top of the net and not inside. Revolution still fighting hard, sliding, diving around everything they can. Ball played back. Uribe on it, bangs it up the right flank over the top of Dream coach Taylor. Out of play. Clock showing that we are in the 89th minute. Center referee seems to be signaling. We can't tell if it's a 4 or a 5. We believe it is 4 minutes of stoppage time. Uribe wins it, goes down with a little push. No call. Down the flank. Dream player goes down, no call. Uribe on the ball. At the Rich. Bangs it up. Intercepted by the Dream. Beal on it, looking for, thought he was going to go for the long shot. In the Panton, who cut it, finds a player who certainly looked to be in an offside position and was. And he did put it into the net. That would have probably been the clincher, folk. But here we go. Still about 4 or 5 minutes to go. Just over the back outside shoulder of Russ. Not able to collect that. Goes out. Dream take the throw. Panting onto it. Flag now goes up. Coach Taylor imploring his squad to get back. A lot of tired legs out there, folks. We'll see what prevails. Revolution are able to mount an attack against it, or If the Dream were able to defend and Revolution don't have enough left, ball bounces up, Stone kind of off his face. Rich flicks it in first time. Oh, finds Denise in the box, just not able to collect it. Comes back out, Castilla on it. Nice slow flick over the top, has a man charging. Oh, really an excellent piece of defending. Cut off the angle, caused the on-charging Revolution forward to have to kind of reroute. We thought for a second that DT Magliola was on it and was going to have a free shot, was not able to get that. This one over the top. Over Uribe, bounces back, collected by the Revolution. Try to play it down the right flank, knocked out. Scoreboard showing that we are in the 91st minute. Again, we believe that the referee added 4. Again, that is a minimum of 4. Throw coming in. Revolution player Stone took a little bit of a shove. Seems to be arguing. Flag goes up from the AR. Points immediately to Stone to signal to the referee that some perhaps unnice words were spoken in his direction. Referee walks over to discuss with his AR. They walk a little bit away from the players. Seems to be a card coming for Stone.
Yellow card caution has been shown in the 92nd minute to number 9, Jack Stone.
Sometimes I think players forget that the ARs have the authority to call the ref over for a card. Tend to mouth off to the ARs a little bit more than they would the center referee at times. Long throw coming for the Dream. Headed up by Uribe. Then one by Russ. Ball in the air. Still 50-50. Foul called. Will be Revolution ball. Just on their defensive half of midfield. And just about everybody into the attack except for Newport. Castillo's going to play this ball most likely long. Just about the whole community at the top of the penalty area on both squads. Second ball is the thing to watch for here. Castilla plays it in, far post. Initial header comes off a Dream defender, heading out of bounds. Shielded by Uribe. Took a little shove for his efforts. We have a corner. And now literally everybody into the offensive half for the Revolution, including goalkeeper Newport. All but one player in the box for the Revolution. The Dream with all 11 players inside the 6-yard box at this point. Castilla bends it in, near post. Oh, Revolution got a head on it. Believe that was Stone. Just headed up and over. Did have to kind of lean backwards for it. A great bending ball. Castilla gave his guys a chance. Whole lot of bodies in there. A nightmare for a keeper to have to cipher through all that. We are into the 94th minute. If the ref holds to his 4, then we're looking at about 30 seconds. The Dream 30 seconds from once again winning the regular season division and getting the playoff bye. The Revolution needing a goal, needing 2 goals at this point to do the same. I think they would happily take the tie. They will most likely fall behind in the standings to Arlington with a loss or a tie. But right now their concern is the Dream, nobody else. Panton has it, plays it outside. Dream going to the corner. Oh, slides it across, finds his man in the box, gets it. Oh, Newport does an excellent job to defend his near post. Getting the high hand on it, deflecting it out. Panton going to the corner as slowly as he can possibly get away with. All right, folks, we can't have much left. Revolution are going to need to win this, collect it, and get going quickly. Ref telling them to back up. They know that the Dream are going to go slow. 2 players are just going to play this in the corner, try to trap it in. Shielding, playing it off. Does go off Uribe for another corner kick. Ref moving them back to the 10-yard mark. Dream taking their time. Played in. Rinse and repeat. Shield. Uribe comes in. That one seems to have gone off and does come off of Dream player. We will have a goal kick. Newport goes quickly. They just played up to Castilla. Probably the last rush of the night for the Revolution. Looking for their opportunity. Castilla going at speed. Cuts it inside. Finds some space. Bangs it in. Just kind of falls short of Wilson. Dream get on it. Bang it down. One player in chase. Deflected out by Uribe. Back to Newport. Goes with the bang. Goes with a long ball. Won by the Dream. Dream get it back out. Play it to Panton, who's probably going back to the corner and does. Referee running with them. Not looking at his watch, but just can't be much time left, folks. Ball goes out. Goal kick is called. Dream player kind of throws it out of bounds. Referee imploring them to go. Again, this ref is added time. He understands the importance of the moment, understands exactly what's going on. Castilla calling Russ to come closer. Castilla underlaps him. Russ going in, trying to get a left footed, gets it slid across. Oh, a little bit of miscommunication. Denise thought Castilla was going to the corner. Castilla clearly out of gas. And that's how it will end, folks. Folks, we knew we were in for a great game. 2-1 penalty kick deciding it after the Revolution had come back to tie it just 23 seconds into the second half. And folks, that is your final score of the night. Virginia Dream 2, your host Revolution 1. Seems to be some upset players. Wilson kind of yelling back at the referee. So barring something really unusual, next week the Dream will win the division and get the bye. This drops the Revolution into third place behind Arlington. Arlington, even with a win tonight, would still be a point behind the Dream. Looks like they will finish in second. That means they will take on the third place team from the South Division B. Going to be 7 great teams in that playoff just to get out of the DMV A and B. So, folks, we want to thank you for joining. What a great crowd we had here tonight. We hope a bunch of you were able to join us at home. We encourage you to like and subscribe to DMV Sports Media. There are some great games coming. We're going to have playoffs in 3 different local leagues for you. Some great women's games in the WPSL coming up. So, folks, please join us. Subscribe and like so that you can catch everything going on. And we're going to sign off tonight. Donovan, any final words for our folks tonight?
Not tonight, but thank you guys for tuning in.
Again, Donovan will be up at Millfield Mill for 4 games tomorrow in the MSSL action. And folks, this is Matthew Thomas saying thank you for joining us for a fantastic night. Fantastic women's game followed by this great UPSL men's match.